What's up? Welcome back, everyone. It seems like you guys really like these review videos. I'm not anything special, at least I don't think so, but you guys apparently do, which is awesome to me. That's good to hear. Great turnout in my last couple videos. So with that said, I'm going to make a little bit of a different video. I know you guys heard me praise a lot of the tools I have, but I'm going to do the opposite now. I'm going to show you guys a couple of tools that I think actually stunk, and they're actually pretty horrible. And I'll also show you guys what I found to substitute it and what I thought it was better. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to start off with probably the worst one, the one that I think is actually the worst out of all of them. I actually bought this not too long ago and I wanted to try it out. I always saw it. I thought it was kind of cool. I'll put over here somewhere a picture of it brand new and how much it costs. But it is the gear wrench bit slash quarter-inch nut driver kit. It looked cool in the box. Had a cool little blow molded whatever this is, plastic, and then a little frame up top. I thought it would have been all right. Gear wrench actually makes pretty good wrenches, but when you put in some bits in here, you can see that this thing wobbles a lot. Let me grab any piece. Oh. You got a lot of wobble on the head here. Yeah, it's cool that's locking and all that, but I didn't find it all that great. It feels okay. The ratcheting mechanism is all right, but all in all, it just doesn't feel right. The way it's like made, I don't know, this is a personal thing. Some of you guys might love it. By the way, all these scratches are mainly from when it came from the box. So I guess it's the way that it's shipped. It rubs around on that plastic and scratches it up a lot. That is one gripe I had from the beginning. But I don't feel like this is built properly. I feel like this thing wiggles a lot. When you start putting the socket bits on there, it wiggles a lot more. You don't really have too much. Look at all that wobble on there. I don't know if you guys can see that on the video. That's with it position locked. I wasn't a huge fan. Yeah, you might have this long one where you can have a lot of leverage on certain stuff, whether it be, I can't even get it out. It's another gripe. I actually have to like play with it to get it out. This one wobbles even more. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the video. Let's see. That's in the lock position. Very floppy if you don't have it on the lock position. Same thing happens with the bit. You put the bit inside of it, you have a lot of wiggle room. See, look, not a huge fan of it. You do have that long leverage. It is kind of cool for people who just need like small bit sets like this that are not really like traveling anywhere. But this honestly just takes up space in my toolbox. Not a big fan of this whatsoever. The thing that I found to beat it, you guys probably already know if you watch some of my other videos, this icon kit. This icon kit has been amazing. Yes, I do put this in there to absorb some moisture because there's times where it's raining and I'm working outside, but this has been wonders. It has every bit I would need to actually work on certain stuff, as well as security bits, flatheads, fill-ups and stuff like that. If I want to go with the quarter-inch sockets, it has the adapter on there. I could just go grab one of my quarter-inch sockets and put it on there. This has been probably one of the best pickups I've ever had from Icon. This is actually what turned me on to Icon. Giggity. But it's a great little kit. Yes, with the extension, it is going to wobble out, obviously, since it's magnetic down here. But without that, there is no movement on the head. This movement is strictly from the thumb wheel. It locks into every position that you need it to lock into. Even like if I'm pressing the button and I try to shake it, I'll get some shake. Nothing too crazy. Hold on, my lights just went out over here since it's on the timer. Barely any wiggle. It's very sturdy. This has worked for me. On top of that, it also comes in this carry case, this carry pouch, or whatever you want to call this. Just like this, you toss it into your case and you're good to go. This is in a plastic tray that doesn't have any magnets or anything, nothing's holding it. So if I were to flip this over, all of it would fall out. Not a huge fan of this. Yes, it comes with 2 different ratchets. Yes, it comes with some extensions and stuff like that. For people who just want like a simple use, if you're an at-home mechanic, or if you just have some stuff in the backyard, or if you're just one of those mechanics that takes care of your lawnmower or something like that, sure, this probably could get the job done. Go get it if you really want to. But personally, I think this was the best pickup that I've ever had. Compared to this definitely beats that. Plus, look at the form factor. Only difference is it has this long ratchet, which when are you really going to put that much torque onto a 1/4 inch socket? So in reality, this thing sucks. So I would rather you pick up one of these, get your 1/4 inch socket set wherever you have it at, whether it be in your bag or inside your toolbox, and just rock like that if you really need the sockets. This has been a great pickup. So substitute this for this. Sorry, my brain wasn't working there for a second. The next up I would say would be this Ryobi like Dremel type of thing. Sure, for small applications it works. It's battery powered with the rechargeable USB-C batteries. Sure, it works if you want to do smaller stuff. If you work on real small things or anything that just requires a little bit of force, because this eventually binds up when you try to not drill into things, but like grind things down or brush things down. If you push down too hard, this thing stops and overheats, and you just constantly got to turn it on and off. So I just leave this here for small uses, but I think this actually kind of sucked. Not a huge fan of this. So I ended up getting this one, which is the M12 Rotary. I know it's not a direct comparison, as the battery on this one, I believe it's like a 9-volt. Let me just double check. 2 amp, 1 point something. Unless I'm missing something, I'm not reading it on here. It's something small. It's a small battery, I get it. It's not the same as far as like battery platforms go and the strength, but this was a better pickup than this. If I'm not mistaken, this was like $30 or $40 more max, I believe. Don't quote me on it, I might be wrong. This Milwaukee's always expensive. I know it's TTI at the end of the day, they're the same company, but it's kind of like saying Toyota back in the days that had Scion, Toyota, and Lexus. Obviously from Scion, I would say would be Ryobi. The Toyota would probably be Rigid, if anything, because I know that's TTI as well, and this would be your Lexus. You can't really compare, but I would rather have spent a little bit more money one time and bought this than have bought this and then end up wanting to buy this. So this is a great pickup. Highly recommend this. I'm about to pick up the 90 as well. I haven't picked that up yet, but eventually I will. This is self-explanatory. It's a Milwaukee, great tool. I've been in the platform for a while, so obviously I went with Milwaukee. Ryobi, I gave it a chance since, you know, it's pretty accessible getting those small batteries and just charging with USB-C. You can have a couple of them, as I have like, let me see. I have like 2 here, 1 in here, another 2 inside the house, powering some like little scrubbers that I have. But this has been a real stinker. Substitute this for sure. Next up will probably be my pliers. You guys, if you watched my tool bag video, you probably heard my same complaint. These are not bad. Like, you have sharp teeth and it works really well, and it has like the reamer for what you would need if you're like an electrician or let's say a plumber cutting pipes and you need to ream it out, sure. But this right here, let's say you have it like this and you slip from that bolt, you will end up squeezing this little fatty part right here in your hand. It's not fun. I mean, as far as pain tolerance reference, some of you guys are actually like family members on my subscribers, so you would know that I've broken about 20 bones in my life. So as far as like breaking my pinky, see that my pinky doesn't stay straight. I've broken so many bones in my life, so as far as pain goes, it's not that bad. It's definitely just something that sucks when you're working. You're over here trying to bust your butt trying to like work on something, and then when this slips, it pinches your hand. It kind of throws you off. It's kind of like when you have a combination wrench and it slips off and you punch the motor, or you punch something metal. It sucks. It definitely hurts. It takes you out of the game for a good like 5 or 10 minutes to get your hands back to normal, then you get back to work. But all in all, I suggest substituting these for these, or even the actual ones that are supposed to be replacing, which is the Knipex. I know these are like rip-offs, but this, on the other hand, this has been multi-positional, one button instead of having to pull out, get into your little channel right here, work, and plus you have more multi-positions on this one. Also, this creates a lot more leverage. Like, I can actually put a bolt in here and just push on this one end and it'll still hold tight. This, on the other hand, it won't do that as much. It'll actually slip. So I suggest replacing these with something like this, or the actual Knipex ones. This has been my favorite channel locks in my tool bag, if you saw one of my tool bag videos. So highly recommend this one. Don't recommend this one. This I picked up because I had the smaller one, and then I ended up losing that smaller one. So actually today I was going to pick one up, but never did. So it is what it is. Next up would be the Milwaukee screwdrivers. The basic ones, the one with the triangle like rubber grip. And I believe this is like a little hex. I don't know what size this would be. It'd probably be 8 or something like that. But these are all right. I mean, they have plastic. I'm pretty sure they don't go all the way through. I'm pretty sure it stops like around here. You can't really hammer down on them. I mean, most of them you really can't, unless they have a strike cap. But in reality, us mechanics, if we need to strike on it, we will. I have some other screwdrivers here that I have done it to that are not the ones with the strike cap. I know it's not meant for it. It shouldn't be a knock against it, but at the end of the day, I don't really like the way this feels. I bought it honestly because it had Milwaukee on it. I was like, hey, let me pick those up. They might be all right. Not really. I used them a little bit because they were the only ones I had at the moment, but once I got these, totally changed. Yes, it's still Milwaukee. Yes, I bought it because it had the Milwaukee name. And yes, it's made in USA. It's fantastic though. At the end of the day, yes, it doesn't go all the way through just like the other ones, but this has the knurling. This has the better tip. If you notice, the tip is a lot better. This has, I don't know if I get in there that well. This has a little bit of knurling in here to grab onto the heads of the fasteners. Fantastic. These just feel great in the hands. And if you get the bigger one, the bigger ones actually have the, I believe this is a 10 millimeter socket setup, just like the snap-ons. These are great. Love them. You can pick this up at any Home Depot in their electronics section. I'm sorry, not electronic, electrician section. These are the made in USA ones. Highly recommend picking up these. So if you're looking at the Milwaukee screwdrivers, leave these, get the USA made ones. They're fantastic. Now, another tool that's not on here that I'll probably just put a picture up right here is the Ryobi power washer, the single-handed one. When I first got it and I first used it, yes, it was great. I used it, I believe, 2 or 3 times when I first got it to clean up either spots on the floor from where I was working at a warehouse, or be cleaning up the side of a battery, or maybe the truck itself, the van itself. My biggest gripe is more of the longevity function of it. Like I bought it, I used it 3 times, I put it up on one of my shelves over here on the van, did nothing else. There was no tools on it bumping around. It was by itself, pretty secure, nothing really like bumping into it. I go to try to use it again probably a year later, and it starts sparking on me and starts smoking. So it pretty much died after 3 uses. Yes, I let it sit around for a while, but there was nothing getting into it. There was nothing, no water damage to it or anything. Granted, it's a power washer, it should be able to handle a little bit of water, but it was a real stinker. I used it 3 times. A year later, I tried to use it again. It just crapped out on me. Maybe other people have better luck with it. I didn't. I thought it was probably the biggest piece of crap I've ever bought. So as of right now, it's actually just sitting in my house right now, just collecting dust, thinking of what I'm going to do with it, whether I'm going to take it apart to try to fix it or something like that, or whatever the case may be. But for now, that's a big thumbs down. So that right here is the tools that I thought were a piece of crap and what you should substitute it for. With that said, I'm actually gonna give you some good reviews after this. I got 2 other things that I thought were awesome. So this is a different type of thing. It's not a tool, it's your headphones. But those of you guys like mechanics or road techs that are constantly answering phone calls or text messages or having to relay messages to other people, you know that you always have either an AirPod in your ear or some earbud. But these have been amazing. They are the Beats Pro ones. They're a little dirty because I carry it right in here and I just walk around all day. They're small, they're little earbuds. They have left and right. They're a little nasty right now because I took them off. I'm probably going to clean them out when I get home, but sound quality is amazing. Battery lasts a long time. USB-C charging, which is great. Seamless pairing with your iPhone. It gives you your little screen, tells you your battery life on it and all that. But that's not the function that really impresses me. These actually have some noise canceling functions where if it hears a certain decibel on that side of the ear or left or both, it'll automatically go right into noise canceling mode. So for those of you guys walking around in warehouses, yes, I don't recommend walking around in warehouses with your headphones on, but these do have microphones on the outside that let you hear everything that's going on around you. And let's say if you're in a rebar warehouse and a piece of rebar falls to your right, it'll actually be loud enough to set off that noise cancel on that right side of your ear, actually protecting your ear. So I thought that was absolutely amazing. With the multiple warehouses I go in and out from on a daily basis, I thought these were awesome. I didn't know I had that feature. I honestly just bought them because I thought they were more comfortable and they're a little smaller. They were great for that. Then one day I'm actually walking inside of a warehouse, I hear something fall, then all of a sudden I thought I went deaf in one ear, and then it went back to normal. Sorry for the cough. I got kids that bring home every germ known to man from daycare. But like I said, the rebar fell out from the side. That rebar fell next to me, and all of a sudden my right side of my ear went completely, I guess, deaf, you could say. Like, it completely noise canceled it, and it really bugged me out at first. So I thought something was wrong. Then maybe a second later, I actually went back to normal. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Ever since then, this is what I wear on a daily basis. I put them on my ear. I can have customers come up to me and talk to me. This has the microphone on the outside that kind of like amplifies what they're saying, and I can hear them clearly. But then if, let's say, sorry about that. And let's say something falls, there's a loud, sharp noise, this will actually give you that noise canceling function on its own without you having to do anything, which I thought was absolutely awesome. I've never had any pair of headphones to do that. If you guys have headphones out there that do it, let me know. I've had JBLs, I've had some Bose, I've had AirPods. None of them has done that until I got these. So these are pretty awesome. Next would probably be this light I picked up from Milwaukee. Again, I only got this because I'm in the battery platform. I could have got the Ryobi one. I could have got whatever other brand they had there. I think they had like the Walt one and stuff like that. But I figured I'm already in this platform. I got a ton of these batteries, so why not pick this up? There's times where I'm working in warehouses that honestly looks like a dungeon in some of the areas that will let you work. So I figured I'd pick up something that's pretty heavy duty. This is the Milwaukee Rotary M18 LED mounting floodlight. It has magnets on the bottom, as well as it says something about 1500 lumens, high definition, true view, whatever. I like the light. What else we got? Red lithium, and also swivels. So without further ado, let's get into that. I most likely sped through that just because I was having a little bit of trouble trying to be a strong man and rip apart that plastic, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at this. First off, kind of cool. Let's see, the magnet's actually pretty strong. It's not strong enough to lift up my my door here, but it's pretty strong. Oh wow, it actually took some decent amount of force to open that up. All right, what we got here? This seems to be like a, oh, it pulls back on its own. So this is meant to go in between some beams or something like that. So if you need to squeeze it onto something, you can just open it up, place it. It's strong enough to hold. I mean, granted, it's not really hurting my hand. I feel it a little bit, but it's not hurting my hand. That's cool. Some strong magnets. If I'm not mistaken, oh, there we go. There we go. Nice little swivel. Almost 100 and, almost 360 degrees. 340, give or take. That's cool. So if I were ever to magnetize, I could do it like this. Oh, you guys can't see it. It's off camera. Oh, there it is. This is pretty cool. Let's see how bright it is. Let's put in a regular battery here. It's a 4 amp. Fits pretty well. Nice and flush. You don't have the handle anymore, so that's gone. I don't know if this is gonna help you guys. Watch your eyes. Oh, takes a little bit of warm up, but it's pretty bright. It's really bright, actually. I might be using this to film some of these videos. Look at that. Let's see, mode, that's a little bit dimmer, a little bit more dim. So it has 3 settings. It has high, medium, and low, which is kind of cool. Obviously low might be battery saving mode, so you don't have to kill your battery so fast. Medium is the happy medium in between both, and there's low. Wait, what? Did I just say low? It is what it is. You heard me. Cool little light. Recommend this. I'll put some mileage on it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be very happy with this. Small enough that it doesn't take up too much space when I'm working on something, so I can do this and work. Not too bad. That's pretty cool. So I'll let you know after I put some mileage on this. All in all, this is what I got for you guys today. The crappy tools to replace it with, crappy tool to replace it with, crappy tool to replace it with, crappy tool to replace it with. Highly recommend picking that up. And this was pretty dang cool. So that's the video for today.